Hello, well, everybody. I just decided to make a little video about my flying today. We go lately to the last almost 2 weeks of quite warm weather. It is not -5 or -10 or -15. We talking, it's hovering, seems to be around the freezing point. At night it goes down, during the day it sometimes goes even up in the plus temperatures. Perfect for flying, because usually I don't fly in snow conditions, but when the weather allows, of course I will fly, and I had to practice a little bit. I wanted to play a bit around with the Spark, because since I got them, I haven't used it more than once or twice, and there is still some things for me to learn. I wanted to figure out today how it works together with my DJI goggles, and I finally figured that one out. You will find this out later. Beautiful weather, great conditions. I will jump right into it. I will talk while the video is playing so you can hear, and that will be, well, today's video, just flying. Oh, you will see me starting now. It is just warm outside, beautiful. Lots of snow has come overnight though, but for flying it was the perfect day. And I wanted to try the goggles with the Mavic. So you see me taking off here. You hear me talking. I've been talking because I thought I would keep talking and supplying you with information while flying. But when I fly, I always forget to talk. I'm getting all excited, so I just keep just to the flying and that sort of destructive things. You see, the day was beautiful. The sun came out, so you get the contrast of the snow so much better than in the dark. You will see there's a second flight on the end because I had to work out my goggles. I figured finally out how it works, so I had to do one more practice flight. This is when you have those goggles on, you actually feel like you're sitting inside your drone and you steering it like you would steer when you drive your car. Right to the right is always to the right, to the left is always to the left. When you fly it by sight, it doesn't work that way. As soon as you turn the drone around, everything shifts from left to right, from right to left. But when you go FPV, it's like flying a plane basically. You're sitting in the cockpit, you're in control of distance, and you know you have the hub inside the goggles. It shows how much battery you got, how high you fly, how fast you fly, how far away you are. Now I'm trying to go up here, and then after I pass the trees on the left, I wanted to go up that hill and get higher than the trees and then come back over the trees. But somehow I realized it does not go further than here. I'm stopped at exactly 50-meter distance to me, to my takeoff. DJI had built in something that stopped me from going on. Now you will see me going back. I want to try it to go to the right side or to my neighbor to see if this has to do with the distance. Just a little practice to see if that is the case. Here I go, and about where these poles are, the first pole, this is when I reach the 50-meter mark again, and it stops, and no further. You can push, it just stops you. I think that also means the height must be limited to 30 or 50 meters. But then I remembered I had the same issue with my Mavic when I started with the goggles. You can control your drone with the headset. You can control start You have all kinds of control over just touching your headset. But I like to fly HDMI, so you don't, because with the controls they confused me at first. So I wanted to fly HDMI, and that just did not accept. The same thing happened as soon as it kicked in. You could go 50 meters, then you stopped. And I remember going online, finding out why this is happening, and then somebody so simple explained, well, the settings from your goggles do not coincide with the settings from your plane, from your drone. So it goes on a default setting of distance limit and height limit every time. So when you connect to your drone, you have to connect it to your tablet first, where you choose your settings for the drone. Especially in this flight today, I turned off completely the alarm system, like the proximity alarm. I'm a pretty good flyer. Look at the beautiful, beautiful weather we're having. The blue of this ocean is just fantastic, isn't it? Wow. Yeah, some days here are just magical. And there you see me sitting, staring into my goggles. You will see I'm coming back now, but before I go home, I decided to try it one more time along the road to see if it stops me or if that was just a coincidence. So you'll see me trying it one more time. And well, like I said, once I went back on the settings, and it started working out very, very well. It feels funny when you're sitting there. You know, I put out the chair for me, because I have noticed when I got my goggles on, I'm just telling everybody that there's a distance limit. When I have the goggles on, I experience some kind of a balance problem. I mean, when I'm by my car, I have to lean on something, like I lean against my car to have the contact to the car. If not, I'm afraid I might fall over, because when I'm sitting inside the cockpit and my feet sort of get feelingless, I'm worried to fall, actually. So, and apparently this is like virtual reality goggles give some people the same problem. You have to be careful with this. So I'm always trying to ground myself when I fly FPV. And well, just to be sure. Now I'm doing this right around my property with my neighbors, all okay. I'm supposed to, I don't fly high, I don't fly any distance really. Usually, otherwise this would be basically against the Canadian laws to use the goggles without a spotter. I'm about to arrange to have a spotter with me. I found I hope this works out. There's a young boy who is very interested in flying. I give him 2 little drones already, and I will give him 2 more helicopters. And I think he will probably be interested with weekends to go on tour with me, and we do some flying excursions and stuff. Maybe he will be going for that. That'd be great. If not, I cannot use the goggles too regularly, because this is now a little boo-boo, because that was clumsy. I have a little underbody to make my drone come up higher, so it does not touch the sand and the dirt. And when you make the drone land on your hand, the easiest way to stop the drone from the propeller from working is totally reverse the drone, and it shuts off automatically. When I reversed the drone, it fell out of the holder and fell on the ground. No, nothing happened. You saw me blowing out the motors, and they're doing fine. Now this is now with my changement. You see, I passed that point of where I could not pass before. Now I'm going up here. I cannot go too high because I know there is 1 or 2 branches overhanging over the street. but I'm off the street now, so now I can climb. I want to basically come back over the height of the trees. It's something that I wanted to try for myself to get better with flying the Spark, because I have noticed flying the Spark with the remote control, you have to be much smoother than with the Mavic or with my Phantom 4. It reacts too very quickly. When you make any turns, you have to make sure those turns are done very slowly. If you make them too fast, your film gets cut all over the place. So I'm trying to get in grip with the limitation that Spark puts on the operator. And I think I'm doing quite well, actually. It's not so bad. Well, yeah, I cut this a little bit together. I hope you're having fun actually watching this. It's the sun has gone, so you see the difference in presenting the video. It's much less enjoyable to watch this more with darkness. I had to fly just simply to learn how to get it all together. But I'm coming back now, and this will be just about the end of the video. And I will make another video starting tomorrow. I have a lot of little things I cut together over 2-3 weeks. I will make a sort of a 4-week look back what happened. And that will end today's video. I will see you around the next time. I hope to be starting the regular flying in the next 4 or 5 weeks. So soon I will have to charge up all my batteries, make all the updates to all my Phantom, to the Mavic, and as well the Spark is an update at the moment, because that's the only thing I flew this winter. Have a good one. Thanks for watching, guys.